We're trying our 5th time today. And yet, see, I'm saying, like, yes, they are real. Nothing controversial, okay? I'm not talking about anything controversial. The Jews are the good guys, okay? I just saw some very scraggly looking guy who very well could have been homeless, walking with a DeWalt bag of tools, walking fast. I'm sure those were his DeWalt tools. Good, man. You should be sleeping in. Hell, you apologizing for it. You work hard. You deserve your time off. You deserve your sleep-ins. You deserve your recharges. Probably have a hard enough time sleeping as it is. So when you get a chance to do it, you should do it. Now, isn't it terrible when you wake up in the middle of the night and you go into the bathroom or whatever and you're like, fuck, man, I bet you Israel is killing children right this second. And then it's hard as fuck to go back to sleep. That happens to me a lot. Or something along those lines. Something.
Mercedes Benz. My friends all drive Porsches.
Oh wow, they lost their motorcycle across the building. So Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? Oh Lord, won't you buy me a color TV? Is trying to find me.
I wait for delivery
Each day until 3.
So Lord, won't you buy me a flat screen TV?
Everybody!
Lord, won't you buy me a night on
Oh, that's not the everybody verse. My bad. I got it wrong. Yeah, I feel that. The feeling of survivor's guilt almost. I wish I remembered what you were talking about. I know you're making a good point. I just forgot what we were talking about. Everybody.
My friends all drive Porsches. I must make amends.
Worked hard all my lifetime. No help from my friends.
So Lord,
won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz?
That's it. Thanks, James.
Survivor's guilt. Man, I wish I knew what you were talking about. You know, this is our time. I just feel like, I don't know, it's weird because I should feel better. I should be a lot more confident. I should be, a pig in shit. Look at how everybody's I should be happy with the way it's working because everybody is paying attention and all that. It should be that way, but I just don't feel it. I feel more worried now than I've ever felt. That's fucking weird, right? I should be more confident than I've ever been. It's the strangest feeling. And I wonder, is it just me, not always looking for the bad thing, or, I mean, I don't even think that way, honestly. I know that could be a thing that's brought up, but I haven't adjusted what I'm saying. The shit I've always worried about is still happening. It might be a little different, it might be a little better in some ways, whatever. But the basis of what I do, the foundation of the argument is still the same, and it's still happening. And it's still right in our faces.
say how the government pulled a gun out and made me. Let's talk of babies and how slaves. Let's all just say things, ignorant bliss. Let's marinate on the past and keep the cast hard. Let's make lots of bad headlines. Let's lower the bar. Let's talk of scars. Let's keep separating. Let's keep it debated so it's never negated. Let's invade if you're weak. Make friends if you're strong. Let's change their beliefs. Let's right all their wrongs. Follow along. See, this way we don't have to wait on ourselves. As one humans, equal. Think of this sequence. Hasn't the steeple been up long enough? Times aren't tough.
Best part is when I get quiet, when I have TVG playing, it's still good.
We offer the offering.
Still saying the same stuff.
That's what's unfair. Not color fair.
Oh man, I am.
Not judge than the judge who lives in our scars. We all cry the same.
You know, I see a lot of videos every day. Obviously, my between my Facebook page and my Instagram page, my feed is just full of truth videos. I mean, it's weird, and it's like half truth videos, I should say. But it's, you know, 5 years ago, my videos are among the only ones saying similar things. For there to be so many other people now saying it, again, I should be happier. But I'm just so fearful. You know, the video Algo showed me today, I wish he was here. Where the fuck is he? He was here on the very first try, and then he hasn't been active for 2 hours on his Facebook. And I wanted to talk to him because he tagged me in something that I thought was really interesting. My little 2-year-old boy there. I love that shit.
We do it so much, it sucks are amazing. Each time we say things like what if or can't, it's like we're replacing our lips with our hands. But this is the chance to take something.
I don't know, man. I see it as scary because like I say, with Algo's guy is talking about how he supported Israel prior to October 7th, and even after October 7th, he supported Israel. It was just how the friars treated him. And I don't understand that, man. How are we so selfish and arrogant? It's not enough to see them bombing children and committing war crime after war crime, lying about everything, September 11th thing, you know, lying about their victimhood. And you fell for all those lies? Why did you fall for all those lies prior to October 7th? I'd love to actually talk to that guy and ask him, dude, you know, let's have a legitimate, like, friendly sort of conversation. Please explain to me how you ever fell for Israel. I haven't thought Israel was the good guy, and I can't remember ever thinking Israel was the good guy, but I knew I wasn't allowed to talk about them, and it wasn't until I don't even know. I know in January of 2020, I was like, for sure, I'm not interested in any of it. Like I had dropped all their bullshit, but it talking about them, having the courage to talk about them, was something that a younger version of me actually had. And it sounds like I might be bragging or whatever, and maybe I am to an extent, but I should be, because that guy was saying things when nobody else was saying them. And he was a lot younger than me, and he had a lot more insecurities and all that shit than I do now. So I do have to give that guy a lot of credit, because that took a lot of courage, especially with with how my family respond, what my family did to me in response to all this, like all of it. You have to have, I don't know what you have to have. For me, it was because I give a shit. It wasn't like, it was, I'm always going like, what about those other dumb poor people that are stuck being victimized by the same people that make the world a terrible place for a lot of people and lie about things like holocausts and like let's be real here. Let's be honest about it all. If you're not willing to be honest about it, then what, I don't even want to talk to you. I do actually. I do want to talk to you. I want to hear how you do it. But I don't think you want to talk to me because I'm going to make you look really stupid. It's just what it is. Unless you're I mean, you don't even have to be like a scholar or anything. But unless you know why you personally think some shit, you're going to hate talking to me because that's what I'm going to ask you about. What is it that you have personally experienced to make you submit to this notion that your silly God, Jesus, all that shit is real? And that you should pay money and they should be allowed to rape kids and get away with it. Or if they do get in trouble, they get to decide their own punishments and all that shit. Like, what have you seen to justify that shit? Shouldn't that be a legitimate question? This isn't a Charles song.
Giving you a tether while keeping you alive. Would you still read every letter, or would you simply rather fly? So if I'm so wrong, just open the cage. I bet Skinner's song is the only one played. Yet if Toucan Sam stays, I owe you $1. But Fruit Loops were made from milk, not water. Just like the daddy-daughter dances, really weird. Some animals are food to slaughter, yet pets are more revered than a veteran who for years
So supposedly Robert Margoloff made this song. He's the guy that gave Stevie Wonder his sound. Stevie sang it, but very superstitious. That song. He created that whole album. Him and another guy. He made this song. Cost me $1,000.
Then we'll use corrosive, toxic
Worst $1,000
our garden full of roses, so our neighbors think the best things. We'll say it's worth investing in a descendant of a lion. Then we don't allow them catching the prey of prevention. In memory of Theo Sullivan, a giant among men.
What if the switch flips, then you're done? What if nothing exists? You exit.
This is one of the first songs Charles and I made.
What if you're dumb,
20 years
foolishly
ago.
thinking the next time you come, you won't do so much drinking? What if the linking is one time only? Would you still be sinking, following holy, roly-poly clergy people, bowing, cowering to sturdy steeples, made to bleed you of all you are? Would you still reach for heaven if it only held stars? Would you rot in a bar and wait to be high if you knew from the start there is only one try? Would you just sit and cry thinking that Jesus died and stayed dead? Would you still suck his penis? Would you be a genius
That line
believing
is
in
what
you?
prevented
Would that
me
make
from
you so
going
squeamish
somewhere.
if that's just what we do? No continue.
With My Head Radio, our first album, we had this song as well. And this was the song that we had as our first song on the album. So, as good as it might have been, people heard that and went, oh, Jesus is penis, what? And turned it on.
Move from your town. You'll change your whole setting, netting you mounds of cash. Your crown will last like pounds of fat from the ass of your mom smashing down. You'll bask in the sound of constant applause. You'll be a what? Not a never was. What if because you're just waiting to die? Life full of love just passes by.
She keeps on passing me by. That's what I wish was there. But I'm not rich like that. So I don't get to use other people's shit.
The less cool Corey said on TV how the worst Hollywood story's the one we don't see.
The less
Like
cool
1,
Corey.
2, 3. He spelled it out slow. The host was uneasy since he's in the know. But believe it or don't, or just watch
This video
the
on
tape.
Facebook
The
has
screens
like
are no-show.
27,000
Those
views
children
on it.
are raped,
Yeah, no
games
biggie.
dismantled, tortured, destroyed. Their fates in the hands of those who employ
it's all just so goofy. 2,500 subscribers here, and I'm here because my YouTube or my Facebook page that has 6,000 followers. If I go live there, I get about the same views now. Actually, identical. Except this time Matt might be here as opposed to just the Israeli pedos. Because they're the only ones that seem to be able to find me on Facebook anymore. It's the craziest shit, man. If anybody ever did a documentary or anything like that, and they just looked at it, and we just presented it to the people and said, all right, people, what do you think this is? Nobody in their right mind would be like, oh, it's just because you guys suck. It's fucking silly.
People often ask me why I'm so obsessed with children.
That used to be a carpet store that my grandfather worked at, and now it's a storage facility. That's crazy.
You're disgusted, let's just bring you back to a day when all the grass in whoever's yard was greener, when you giggled at an ass and laughed at a jinger, when to smell somebody's finger meant you'd probably smell poop, when your ignorance was king and your unripened sexual fruit was more like a scoop of unplanted seeds, when you didn't need proof for Santa's good deeds, back when the weeds and grass were different, way before Mead's Mill put the focus on pigment. Innocent, remember that feeling? Now imagine you're bent over and bleeding, crying and pleading.
Oh, shit.
To stop. You were kneeling because he said you were busted. I'm just not into schoolgirls. Give me a big fat woman. You're feeding the cruel world, thinking it's a good'n. For little girls with hair in curls to serve their bowl of pudding. Giving pearls, you bitter squirrel, say word when you know you shouldn't. It's everywhere you look. Saturates pop culture. The eagle is a crook who should be looked at like a vulture. What is the vote for?
This song is actually good. It was so smooth right now. They're all like this. I stand behind 99% of our songs. I think a couple of them maybe they weren't as good as they could be. But, and I think we do such a really good job of variety for the limitations we have in what we do. I can't sit there and scream and do all that shit like some crazy rapper, so we have to be creative. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. The interesting thing about this song is, so just like always, I record the lyrics, send it over to Charles. Charles was watching some birds. Or no, my wife actually filmed the video that we used for the song. And when I sent him the lyrics, I was like, oh yeah, and she sent this video. We can use this as a video. It's pretty cool. He built the song based on the video, based on the birds. So the birds were moving like this. Like if you watch the video, you'll see how he did it. Charles is fucking brilliant. His brain is on a different level. Like I wish my brain worked like his. I wish he understood how great he was, so he would just produce more. Because that's the only problem is because of his you know, the hang-ups because of the situation, the financial situation, especially where he has to Bohemian Grove.
Exposing
Um,
the whole weekends.
you know, he has to worry about life and all that shit instead of just sitting around making music. And if he did, we would be. Is it on your website too?
Are chosen to
No, but I'll send it to you.
But if you see the show
That one's Religiophile. And then there's Pizzagate. Pizzagate's good too. They're both good. But Religiophile is Pizzagate too.
I watched the sky get torn apart for the 4th of 7 days, knowing that my morning heart is worthless as I pay attention. Tensions running high, airplanes stain the sapphire sky. The happier I try to be, the bastards fly by, supplying the seeds of dire beliefs that all is hopeless. Too tired to breathe, lacking the focus, stuck feeling dope sick, absent the choice, angry like Joseph when Mary's sweet voice said it's a boy and his dad is the Lord. I've only used toys, zucchinis, and gourds. He's frozen in shore. I buy that story. A virgin so pure.
I love my shit. What can I say?
I think my morning he'd say enough. Nobody's stuff is so amazingly good. It's worth all the guff of
Bone and dry wood.
We should have run for your life. Anyone would have gotten a knife to exit their wife for selling such shit. So I buy the white
Here's something I post all over so you can get a bunch of the see a bunch of the specific videos.
It continues to spill right in plain sight while government shittles fight Neo at night, pretending their flight knowledge is vast, like they're always right, and their keyboard mask is up to the task of intelligent battle. Whenever you ask, they act just like cattle. Hearing the rattle, a snake in the grass, they grab hold of their saddle.
It's so weird because, like, I've had Matts before. Right? I've had Marys before. I've had people like this before. And then after so long, they just sort of disappear. And usually I assume it's because they've been fucked with so much. It's either that or, again, like I give Matt the credit because Matt and I have had our fight and he's still here. I give credit for that. A lot of times when I do, you know, people like what I do until I do my thing to their thing. And then they get mad at me just like everybody else does. It's really weird to witness it over and over again. But I give you credit, Matt. You're a good dude. If you ever come to the Detroit metro area, always make sure when you're going through a neighborhood, even if you have the right of way, like you don't have the stop sign on your cross street, always slow down and look because motherfuckers are stupid out here and they just drive through like they don't have stop signs. Oh, how do we fight this shit, guys? I mean, I literally, I do what I know I can, you know. I can speak honestly. I can throw away any chance of a career or any sort of success doing what I do probably better than a lot of people do. You know, I can, any music career, whatever, it's, you know, and I give it all for free. I never ask for anything other than help, sharing. You know, if you want to donate, it's absolutely appreciated, but I'm never going to ask for that shit. As a matter of fact, I encourage you to go get the download for free. I would much rather I give you $5 and you share my music with other people. And, you know, and so instead of charging you $5 for the download, I look at it like I give you $5 to share it with somebody. You get the entire catalog for free, and I, you know, it's worth it to me for you to download it and then share it. It's worth that $5. Nice turn signal, dumbass. And that's just it. If I could pay everyone $5 to share it with at least one person, I absolutely would.
Turn off the sun, pull the stars from the sky. The more I give to you,
You know what? I was talking about it. We were talking about it last night, my wife and I, about how it doesn't happen often, but every once in a while, the remake of the song is better than the original. And the two that we could think of were Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You, better than Dolly Parton's version, and All Along the Watchtower. You know, Jimmy's version of it is a bazillion times better than Dylan's version. And that doesn't happen very often. And even Dylan said, like, he wrote, like he says that Jimmy made the version. Like, for some, like, somehow Dylan got the message that Jimmy was supposed to get, and Jimmy made it better.
me hard when I'm
Yo.
soft inside. I see the
Okay.
truth when I'm all stupid-eyed. The arrow goes straight through my heart.
What am I supposed to do?
Everything just falls apart.
Yeah, all right, well, I gotta go.
My blood just
Okay, I'll share with a few
wants to
people that
say
normally
hello
wouldn't listen.
to you.
They need to know the truth. You never
My
know what people are
fear
gonna
is
like. Maybe they
warm to
will.
get
Maybe they really want
inside of
something like
you.
this. I gotta go help somebody. So
My
you guys have yourself a great
soul
day. I'll talk
is
to you
so
later.
afraid to
Pedophiles, Katie.
realize